Let's go straight to Kiev. Kira Rudik is the leader of Ukraine's Holos Party. She joins us now to react on this difficult evening for Ukraine, Kira. Thank you very much for taking the time. I know you've been extremely busy tonight.
Hello, Rachel, and thank you so much for having me.
Very nice to see you again. Where do we begin? Did you ever think that it could go as badly as this?
So we are all shocked. That is true. And honestly, as for a politician, it's very hard to comment, right? Because you try to remain diplomatic, you need to be balanced. But the truth is, it will be very hard to move the positions of President Zelensky and President Trump, to move these positions closer, because President Zelensky is coming from the country that is constantly in war. And President Trump seems, up to this point, did not quite believe that the war is going on and that Ukraine didn't start it. So at this point, these are negotiations that couldn't happen. But we hope that when the emotions go down, there would be some potential space to talk again, maybe with the different negotiators, maybe again, but probably face-to-face for President Zelensky and President Trump. I want to tell you that I think when first time President Trump said that Ukraine started the war, that president is a dictator, we were trying to explain it as a negotiation technique. From what we have seen and what we heard, perhaps I need to admit that I was wrong saying that it was not a negotiation technique. Of course, Ukraine is thankful for all the support that we are receiving. And right now, the ball is in Europe's court, because basically on how Europe will react will depend on how things will move forward. There are two ways. The first one to say, yeah, President Trump didn't mean it. And the second way say, well, to return to J.D. Vance, the statement that he made on Munich Security Conference, saying, is your democracy so weak that it wouldn't stand the couple of different opinions than yours? Well, today in the White House, they have heard an opinion that is different than theirs. And honestly, the opinion that is supported by facts. These facts are that Russia attacked Ukraine. These facts are that war was going on since 2014. These facts were that President Trump was in the office since 2014 and didn't manage to end the war by supporting Ukraine. These facts were that people are dying every single day. And we are not looking at the end of the war that would be on Donald Trump's word, hoping that Putin will keep his part of the deal. Because we know that this deal will be by selling our lives. And this is not what we will do. As I told you, Rachel, and I will repeat it again, we did not capitulate in 2022 when we were basically alone. Right now, we want to believe that we are not alone. We have many allies, including Britain, by our side, who absolutely understand what's going to happen if right now Putin gets what he wants. If Putin, Russia, China, North Korea, and Iran will see that the new world allows this kind of behavior. Because at some point, the war would spread, and we know that. We know that we have seen that many times. So right now, we are waiting President Zelensky back. If he did something, if he could have done something different, he will have to hear it from his own people and not from the president and vice president of another country. But when we are working with the whole world, we are working as one team. And I really hope, and on a human level, Rachel, can you imagine being in President Zelensky's shoes right now, how much pressure he was under? I just hope that when he was doing that and defending our country against absolutely illegal, absolutely bizarre allegations, he knew that his country and his people are standing behind him.
And yet never more so than tonight, Kira, never more so than tonight. He flies back to Kiev with his head high, having spoken up for what he believes to be the future security of Ukraine, which is not going to be compromised by a deal with Putin that Putin will not honour. On past form, when it comes back to the, of course, the Budapest Memorandum, where that was not worth the paper it was written on. You know, through the losses you have suffered since 2014, that a deal with Putin is not worth a bucket of cold spit.
That is true. Everything you said is absolutely correct, except one thing, that President wouldn't fly back to Kiev. He will fly back perhaps to Warsaw, and then have to do a
the
10-hour...
train. I was wondering about that.
Yeah,
Like anyone else, because of airspace, he's on a 14-hour train journey now.
Yes, absolutely. This is like, you have done that.
I did it twice, yes.
Yeah, so you know that we like to say that only a person who really loves his or her country can do this like long travels back and forth. But for us, it's just minor thing because we know what we are fighting for, and we know that right now is a critical point. So again, having a lot of things to say to President about things that we didn't agree on, right now, I think he stood up for his country, and we are so grateful for that on behalf of Ukrainians.
And you're a fantastic advocate for your country, Kira, if I may say so. Just on the deal that was never signed, and you will have also heard, according to Fox News, that, and this is unpleasant for you to hear because it's an apparent humiliation, which I don't believe was a humiliation, that Zelensky did not leave the White House of his own accord. He was apparently kicked out of the White House. But let's just get back to the deal. What Zelensky wants is a deal, minerals for peace plus security. Even if he got that, would Ukraine believe in it? Would they thank Zelensky for negotiating that deal?
Rachel, the main question that was not answered by anyone by this point is the security guarantees, how they would work. Because on that, all the consequences come after that. So we would know if they will work because we would take a look at them and understand. We would know if giving away our rare minerals was a good deal for that, and we would know what to prepare ourselves. But right now, we are not even at that point. And this is what frustrated me the most at this White House Oval Office. How would you call that? Like back and forth. Is what that Donald Trump didn't want to hear. One thing is, if you don't have an answer to how to protect us moving further, then what is he expecting from us right now? Like, we have already put, again, all our cards on the table. We are ready to fight. We will continue. We will not capitulate. We are willing to discuss giving away our rare minerals, and we are ready to discuss potential ways of peace deal and negotiation if we understand what are the security guarantees. My suspicion is that President Trump didn't have a good answer to that. And this is why what we have seen elapsed. However, again, I really hope, same way, and this very naive hope, Rachel, but I will share it with you. Same way as President Trump was saying that Zelensky was a dictator and then said, oh, did I say that? Perhaps in a couple of days, the mood in the White House will change. But I think the good next step for President Trump will be to come here, something that we have asked him many times, and President Zelensky himself has asked him. Because one thing is to talk about some war somewhere in Ukraine. Another thing is to go and watch it, see it, and understand that this is a reality. You have been here. You know, you understand our people. And I don't think that you have seen or heard anyone who said, oh, we will stop fighting. No, we will not.
And Kira, if anyone can get Trump on a 14-hour train, overnight train from Warsaw to Kiev, it's you. Thank you very much indeed.